Last thing I want to talk about is there's a product out there that's, boy, I'm seeing their ads everywhere I look. And there's a lot of people questioning the legitimacy of this product, false claims, stuff like that. I don't know what is false. It's simple scoop. They say all you do is add 2 cups, 3 cups, I guess, according to the size of your pool. I don't like some of their claims. They say your pool guy's ripping you off and, pool stores suck. And I think your local pool guy's going to be a lot more honest with you than some of the stuff that's being claimed here. One, they're not real upfront about the ingredients in this product. Now, I'm pretty confident it has copper sulfate in it. Copper sulfate is I don't know if they have it listed as an algaecide because it takes a lot to get through the EPA if you're claiming to be an algaecide, but it has copper sulfate. Copper sulfate is an algaecide, algistat. It has a non-chlorine sanitizer in it. It has a few ingredients. It says it has balancers, clarifiers. I've heard rumors it may have some alum in it. I can't verify all this because they're not real forthcoming on the ingredients. But anyway, I got looking into this product, and all right, this is where this led me. One of their, professional or experienced experts. He's listed as Pool Guy Paul. His Facebook page is Pool Guy Paul, and it says 12 years experience in the pool industry. Says he has pool routes in Cedar Run, Texas. There's some questions on whether this guy's for real or whether he's not real, but there's some things that are being said here that are not real for sure. One, there is no Cedar Run, Texas. It doesn't exist. And which kind of tells me if Pool Guy Paul probably really doesn't exist. He's possibly a fake expert because Pool Guy Paul does not have any pools in Texas as far as I know, and Pool Guy Paul definitely is not Cedar Run, Texas, unless he just built the city himself. 12 years experience. I'm sure he's got 12 years experience in something because if he does exist, I don't think he's younger than 12. But his Facebook page was started April 18th of this year. Mr. Pool Guy Paul that has routes in Cedar Run, Texas. April 18th is when he started this page. That was a couple months ago, y'all. A little over a month and a half ago. It's, we're just now at the 1st of June. And in a month and a half, this guy is a marketing genius. He has 1,700 followers on this 6-7 week old Facebook page in Cedar Run, from Cedar Run, Texas. 1,700 followers, 1,200 likes. He has posted 3 pictures with comments, and they're very generic pictures. One of them's a frog on a deck. One of them's just some blanket, hey, here's some advice for you, 1-sentence advice, hey, if it's raining, you may, shock or something. Something like that. But he's got only 3 posts on his page with 1,700 followers. All right, the picture of the frog. It's a good picture of a frog. It actually may be a little computer-generated picture of a frog on a deck, but if you look at it close. But, y'all, that's fake. That's a fake page. I'm sorry. And if you get to looking into it, if you look into page transparency, by the way, this is something you can do to check people out. You can look at page transparency and figure some things out. But the page manager, the location of managers, they're listed in 3 different locations: India, the Philippines, and the USA. He does look American, and that's one of the locations of the page managers. But Pool Guy Paul, with his 6-week-old Facebook page and 1,700 followers and 1,200 likes, and you can see all the ads he's ran. And Pool Guy Paul's been running a lot of ads. He's ran about several ads a week, And every ad Pool Guy Paul runs, they don't show up on his page. When you run an ad on Facebook, you can boost a post, and that will show up on your page. But when you run an ad on a page, that ad does not show up on your page. But you can go in and see all the ads that Pool Guy Paul has ran, and all of them are for Simple Scoop by Pool Day Incorporated. And in the page transparency, Pool Day Incorporated is responsible for this page. It says that. It says that right there on his page when you get into looking into the backside of his page. So, you know what? I don't know about the product. Haven't tried it. I'm sure it's got some ingredients in it, but if you manage your pool well, you don't need all those ingredients. If maybe it would help you if you were having problems. I don't know. But if you're going to fake being somebody to sell a product, that makes me very suspect of your product. And so Pool Guy Paul and Pool Day, man, boy, I'm just questioning you now. Everything I see about you, it makes me wonder, because I know you're false here. You're using a false page to push a product, and I don't appreciate that. It's hard enough for people to figure out their pools. They don't need bogus advertising and misleading information and unclear information to make things worse. So I just want to throw that out there. I mean, it may be a good product, y'all. I mean, copper sulfate, it's used in a lot of products. It is an algaecide, but the way they push it is, and if you read the fine print, it does say, hey, you still got to keep your water balanced. You still got to use a sanitizer, because it will not handle the pool by itself. And that's kind of how they push it. The guy in the commercial and the gal in the commercial that you see over and over and over, they're saying, 2 scoops a week, and man, that's all I ever do, and 3 scoops a week. Man, I don't have to have any of these other products. You still got to have sanitizers. This product is not a sanitizer. It has some non-chlorine sanitizer in it, but that's not enough to manage your pool. You still got to keep good pH. You still got to keep good alkalinity. You still have to protect your surfaces, protect your equipment with good water management, and you still have to have good sanitizers to keep algae at bay and keep the water safe. This product will not do it on its own. If you want to try it, just try it. It may work for you, but don't give up on the basics. The basics are still there. You still have to brush your walls. You still have to have good circulation. You have to have good filtration. You have to remove debris from the pool, and you have to have good chemistry, not just 3 scoops of this stuff. So I hope it is a great product. Anybody that's bought it, I'd like to hear some comments. I'm sure, you put enough copper sulfate in water, it's going to be hard for algae to grow, but, you can get staining. You can get, this is too much copper in the water if you're not measuring and not testing. It can turn hair green, stuff like that. So you still need to be testing, still to be managing. I just don't want to see somebody get falsely led down a bad road by thinking they can just throw 3 scoops of this stuff and they don't have to learn anything else about their pool. It doesn't work that way.